How did you come to get Gemma in the first place? What made you adopt her?
Well, my mother's neighbour was actually one of the first to foster Gemma and another little King Charles Spaniel who were in the same cage together from Wondai with all those poodles and a couple other dogs that came from there. And I used to go and visit both Jetta, her name wasn't originally, well, I've changed it to Gemma, but Jetta and the other King Charles were in the same place for 6 months, fostered from this lady, and I used to go and visit all the time and take them for walks occasionally because I was living at my mother's at the time. So when the time came to actually officially have them adopted out once this lawsuit was finished, I ended up I found out that they all had to go back to the RSPCA to be either officially adopted out or go to a forever home. And I was a bit upset about her. I was a bit worried about her because being blind, she was one of two, I think, that were blind from that place. And I just thought, she may end up being put down or no one will just want her. And she was very timid, and others thought, no one will want her, but she was such a sweetie and I loved her. Yeah, so that's how I came across to wanting to adopt her.
And how has she coped, in general terms, how has she coped with the blindness? I mean, she seems to find her way around the house okay. She's a little bit nervous.
She's a bit nervous,
I think, with strange people here.
Yeah, she's a bit nervous now because there's two strange men in the house and voices going, so she does get a bit shaky for that. But otherwise, she doesn't know anything else other than being blind. She's been blind since birth, and she works out how to get around a place in a matter of 5 minutes to an hour, and she'll know. And she's very clever at that, and I can't believe that she can do that, but she'll map it out in her head. And the first few days I actually got her, I actually didn't know what to do because I was a bit estranged from all of this. And the very first time I put her on my bed, the very first night I got her, she laid across my chest, and I'm thinking, oh God, what have I done? What have I got myself in for? But I taught her everything. She didn't know what grass was. She didn't know what the end of a bed was, obviously. She'd just fall off, but she got to know that you put your nose across the side, and all my commands, I taught her all these different commands, like when we're walking, up, 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 meaning stairs, up, and down, 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 and she'd use her nose to test where the level of each stair was. I just taught her so many different things, but she taught herself also, and I gave that ability to her, but she also gave me the ability to say, hey, I need to learn this or I need to learn that. And between both of us, we've got so many little things that I just say, look, round the corner, and that means turn left or turn right, whichever it is, and she'll just follow on the lead. But in the park, she runs on her own, all by herself, knows all the parks, the trees, knows the grass, runs. I've got video of her running in a park. Unbelievable. Yeah.
I think it's probably fair to say you haven't had the easiest time over the last few years. Do you think Gemma can A, sense those type of things, and B, how has she helped you get through some of the adversity, if you like?
Oh, look, definitely. I tell you, if I didn't have Gemma, she came along right at the time when, just not long after I lost my daughter to cancer, and also my other little poodle cross silky terrier. I don't think I could have got through it without either of them, and Gemma has taught me so much because she's such a placid, sensitive, beautiful dog. If they know I'm upset, they know they will either comfort me, or if they know I'm really upset about something, they'll just like, okay, Mum needs a bit of space. But I tell you, they have kept me going for these last few years, and this little one here if she can get through what she's been through in one day, it upsets me, because I just often think about the times that those 4.5 years, I used to always think, I still think, she was waiting for me to come along, to be her mum, to be in her forever home, because she was waiting for me, and she just knew I was there, waiting to come and pick her up. And I just know I could not have sent her back to the RSPCA and sit there waiting for someone else to come along, because I had known her for 6 months prior. I wanted her to have a life outside, living in a cage for 4.5 years, pumping out litters for those people out there, which they make me wild just thinking about them, what they did to these dogs. I'm still upset to this day, and that's like 8.5 years later. I mean,
it's really worked out well for the two of you then, hasn't it? Well, actually, now there's 3 of you.
Oh, yeah. Well, Kimmy, and Kathinga's male, the little one, she's 7, Kimmy. She knows that Gemma's blind. I can tell that she knows. And when we're in the park, we're running around, and Kimmy will come up to Gemma, and she'll come up and say, "Hey, we're going this way." And Gemma's like, "Oh, okay." And she'll follow Kimmy. And Gemma she'll run. I say, "Come on, running, run." And she'll just bolt, because she knows there's, on a cricket field, mainly cricket field type situation. And she will just run, because she knows there's no trees or anything to bump into, no poles, nothing. And she'll just run. And I just love to see her acting like a real dog and not be conscious of a step or a pole or a door, and let her out there and be free like any dog should be able to be, is free.